Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, welcome back if you're returning. So I'm going to start as usual by showing you guys the things I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using some glow acrylics from Not Polish, that purple one. I'm going to be using this celestial glitter from Profiles Backstage, some purple white, which is the white glow, some hearts. I'm doing the Jello peel off base coat, which I'll tell you guys about later. These C-curve coffin tips. I wanted to show you guys I had a hangnail there that was healing or healed, so it just looked ugly. Some Young Nails glue. Wow, this is going by too fast. Kara Sky monomer. And that glitter in the little Young Nails thing was from Nail It Like Lucy or Acrylic Cure. So Lisa J, you guys, her name's Lisa J on YouTube. Her name is Plain Vanilla on Instagram. I put them both here. She sent me these. You guys, she was using a brush, or she reached out to me about a brush because I'm always crying about the brush situation. She's in Germany, and she said she was sending me a brush, which was so kind. I couldn't believe it. At first, I didn't understand. I'm like, wait, how do I buy it? Wait, you mean you're sending it to me? I mean, customs, all that shipping, all that way. She sent me a whole sister nail box, you guys. I'll be doing an unboxing with you guys, but I had to use these crystals. Do you see these? The ones I showed you first, those champagne color. Oh, they were just so beautiful. And everything in here, these blue ones, that's what made me do this set. I'm doing a pop-off set on myself, in case you guys couldn't tell. And I know a lot of times I do blues and purples and etc. But when I saw these blue gems, I couldn't believe it. They're so beautiful. The quality, I just look at these. There's fuchsia, pink, green, amber. But these blue ones right there, I couldn't stop staring at them. There's hearts, all different shapes. She told me she took one scoop of every one of her bling and put them in there for me. And you saw the lid said Jen's Bling Scoop. How kind, right? Look at the green. There's amber, there's chocolate. There's just, oh, what? And look at the quality. Anyway, so I had to do a set when I saw those. So I will be, thank you again, Lisa, for the gorgeous stuff. And I will be doing, even if I just add the unboxing to a different video. I don't know, Kendra's coming tomorrow. So I've got to get this video out and off my phone so I can record Kendra. And after that, hopefully, well, you guys, I bought some duck tips. I've been wanting to do duck nails. And I bought some ducky tips. So that's what's next in my mind as far as sets I want to do. I know I haven't really given any Halloween sets except for Kendra's. Tomorrow she's getting candy corn nails, the Halloween candy. And I made a couple sample nails and found some colors that they literally look just like candy corns. So those are going to be really cute. That might be the extent of Halloween. Oh no, my boss is coming for some full-length black stiletto with spider gel and glow in the dark. So, because she's kind of like a goth girl. Is goth even or is it called emo now? I don't know. Anyway. That's what she wants. So that might be the extent of Halloween you guys are going to get out of me. Since I don't draw or do nail art, I do have lots of stickers and glitters and stuff, but time has just gone by really fast. So on this nail, I'm doing a color block. I used the purple white, which is Not Polish's white acrylic that glows purple in the dark. That's why it's called purple white. When it glows purple instead of like green. And this is a purple color from their glow collection. I don't have the name in my head right now, but it's G17. I forgot the actual name of the acrylic. But this also glows purple. And I've been telling you guys, past couple videos, I think that I really want to get back into doing some nail art, at least painting Frenchies. So that's why I bought the liner brushes from Dre. And then I've been really dying to get back into doing some 3D flowers as well as acrylic Frenchies. I used to do acrylic Frenchies every other set on myself. They weren't hard, but I quit doing them because I didn't want clients asking me for them, because I start stressing when I think about having to make all 10 of them the same shape and length on someone else's hand. On my hand, boop, 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 no problem. I feel like it's easy to do. Well, when I was used to doing them. The Frenchies you're going to see me do here on my index and ring finger are the first Frenchies, acrylic Frenchies I've done in probably 2 years. So there was a bit of a struggle going on. but you'll be able to witness that here shortly. So right now I'm just doing a little bit of color blocking. The purple wasn't supposed to be a color block. It was supposed to be an ombre. And I didn't like the way this ended up looking because it looked too blocky. So later, after I basically finished this set, I was looking at it and taking pictures, and I was like, no. So I added a little more purple later. So like the final pictures you see, it will look more like an ombre. But I was already done filming the set by then, so that's not... you guys don't see that on camera, but I did kind of fix that from looking so blocky. So what I'm doing is just going in with smaller, drier beads, letting them get to a point where they're mattified or almost, a point where you would cut them with a... Oh my gosh, there's my little Charlie. Hold on. Sorry about that, you guys. My dog started barking, as you heard, obviously. Anyway, I wait to kind of manipulate these beads until, if you were going to get an X-Acto knife and do some color blocking and cut the acrylic, you have to wait for it to be a certain firmness so that it doesn't... So your cut stays. In other words, if you cut it right now, this acrylic I'm working here right now, it would just keep like settling in and possibly running a little bit. So for the cut to stay and for it to be sharp looking, your acrylic needs to be in a very firm state, almost set, mattified, etc. And I find it easier to do just with my brush. Now, if I'm doing a nail, like let's just say I'm doing a nail this length, or any length really, but the nail is ombre. There's 2 colors on it, and I want half of the nail cut in a diagonal to be clear, but I want to have an ombre. I have to do the ombre first and then cut it. So that is when I would use an X-Acto knife, is when I would be actually removing acrylic, like taking half the nail off to leave a portion of the nail clear, to basically cut out some acrylic. That's when I use an X-Acto knife. Other than that, when I'm color blocking or doing Frenchies or anything, I just use my brush. So firmer beads, that's how I do it. And so here I'm just adding some things in to encapsulate, and I will jump back on if I need to say anything else, like I always do. That was the other thing I was going to say. I've been obsessed with the way acrylic Frenchies look when you do a Frenchie and then right under it, the color that you're filling in with, you do a color block under it. So that was what was in my mind, and I've been wanting to do that. I have some pictures saved on my phone that I kind of used for inspo. One was Vanessa's nails, and the other one, I'm gonna have to navigate away from this video to come back on and say who the other person was that was the inspo for it. Oh, it was V Nailed It, my bad. She did a set, a winter set, way early on her channel. I think it might have been like the 2nd year she was doing nails, where she used kind of, she did some color blocking, she used some white, and she did some color blocking with like a wintry white glitter mix that she got from Profiles. So I wanted to do that, and then since I was doing that, I wanted to add that unique type of Frenchie with a color block under it thing that Vanessa's Nails does all the time. I've been watching her for years, and literally every time my daughter comes to get her nails done for me, she shows me a Vanessa's Nails picture, which I can of course never replicate, but inspo being the key word there. So that's what I was going for. That's what the look was I was going for. No, I guess I can't. I was going to say I'll insert the pictures of the nails that I was I wonder if I can. Let me see if I can insert the pictures of the nails I looked at to get this design, which tied in with, okay, I've had these designs in my head for probably, well, I wanted to recreate the V one 2 years ago when I saw it, number one. Number two, I did a set like similar to that on my daughter. It's on my channel. It was like last winter, actually. But with the Frenchie and color block part, that I've had in my camera roll probably just a few months. But then when I saw the beautiful crystals that Lisa sent me, that's when it just put it all together. I was like, oh, that's it. So I used so much Kiara Sky Clear. You guys, I finally decided to get one of these gigantic 16 ounces. And don't mind that ugly scribbling on the paper over there. That's sometimes how I set up a nail set. Because I have ideas in my head and I plan it out, and I will forget by the time I start doing the nails and do something different. So yeah, you guys can watch this Frenchie, and I'm going to go look for that picture. Okay, so there were the pictures, and obviously they weren't the design or colors or the same. It was just the cutaway and the inspo. That's why we call it inspo, I guess. But those are the two that I was inspired by. Anyway, when I start or keep doing sets on myself, I'm going to be trying more Frenchies, 3D flowers, and getting back into the things I used to do, as well as like painting a French tip. I can do that. I just need to get back in practice, and then maybe I'll be okay doing it on clients too. I just kind of froze up there for a while. I don't know how I'm going to do the duckies. You guys give me some ideas in the comments how I should do the duckies, but I'm actually kind of excited about those. And I'm gonna let you guys watch for a minute. I'll jump back on when we get to the next step. And I'm also gonna talk about this peel off basic coat. Okay, so once those Frenchies were done, I let them dry and went on to the next nail. And this nail was also kind of an inspo from the Vanessa Nails picture. I was going to do a marble with some glitter on top and bottom. And I mean, kind of the whole set I was trying to not recreate, but do some of the same design types. And, you know, I like the way these came out, but they didn't come out like hers at all. So I'm just going to do a marble here. And I did file the Frenchies off camera. And just to get them nice and sharp, I liked the shape of them already, but I got them nice and sharp off camera. So the next time you see those and I'm working on them, they'll be filed already. So this peel off base coat, I've been hearing a lot about it. I see Marcy use it. I got it months and months and months ago, but I've just never tried it yet because I usually have polygel or something on my nails and I haven't been doing too many sets on myself. And if I do, I use the UNT, the peel off base coat, but I'm so tired of the nails coming off when I'm filing. And like I've mentioned to you guys before, as soon as they come off of your hand, I don't know if it's due to temperature or what, but they shrink. And so when you are finished filing them, and try to put them back on, the cuticles are never flush. They never look good, even with a top coat or a bead of clear or whatever. They just don't look the same. And another thing that happens to me when that happens is I will usually think to myself, oh, well, I can take a break now, or go inside and eat dinner or take a shower or do something else. And then it's a day or two before I go back to doing the nails. By then they're definitely shrunk. So I was just tired of that whole thing. So I wanted to use a method that they would stay on. But you guys, all the things that seem to work for other people, like top coat and cuticle oil, where I literally watch other people just pop their nails off like that does not work for me. And neither did this method. I had to file them off. I don't know if my nail beds are too small. So, I don't know. I think it has something to do with how thin and small my natural nails are. I'm not sure. Because I don't have the type of nail bed I see these other pop-off methods work on are people who generally have like more nail bed available, like a larger nail bed, just more room, it seems like, for that stuff to adhere to. Whereas with mine, I think I end up getting acrylic, like maybe on the sides, even though I'm super careful about getting the base coat on the sides and free edge because that's where it seems to stick the most. But I mean, it hurts like no other. It feels like it's going to rip my actual fingernail off, so I can't do that. I did lift them up with a rosewood stick, just like it says to do. So I broke the seal essentially around the cuticle. I used the peel stop or whatever that stop stuff is called that comes with the base coat, that isn't just cuticle oil. It's whatever comes with it that they recommend you use. And I put it underneath the area where I broke the seal. I put it underneath my free edge under the nail. I let it sit. I tried wiggling it. I tried every different thing, and I just had to take them off. So that's another thing that just didn't work for me. But we'll see. I guess I'll just keep on going with the method that I use, because even though the UNT lets them pop off pretty quick, it still works for me, and mostly I can get these off. I had to wear these to work for 3 days. First, because I didn't get the... I finished these during the day, and I wanted a really, really good video of them glowing, and I couldn't get that until the next night. And then I couldn't get them off. So anyway, I will jump off here and let you guys watch. I'm going to come back on when we're doing filing or possibly the bling. Actually, talking that out right now, I do want to mention, removing the nails isn't hard because I have done that so frequently. You snip them off and you file them off. That's what I like to do. I don't like soaking because it's too harsh. I've gotten blisters in the past from acetone, and I just don't like it. It's yuck. So really, removal wasn't that hard as compared to how much easier it was to file. So I will say that your nails aren't going anywhere. You can file the ever-loving you-know-what out of them with an e-file, a hand file. A lot of times when I'm using the UNT base coat, I can't get the shape I want because I just can't file as good as I want to, especially near my free edge, because any left to right, back and forth wiggling motion on the edge will definitely pop the seal. So talking this out, I think I will use that next time and just know, I mean, I don't save the nails for anything, so it isn't about like destroying the nails or having to cut them off. I used to keep my practice nails or the sets I did for examples, or I don't even know why. I have a bag of them that I could literally throw away and not really care. I mean, one time, one of my clients that used to come with her kids, I think I mentioned her in my last video, her kids used to love to play with those and like beg me to take some home, and I'd let them take them home. And, they just sit there for no reason. So I don't save them. So there's literally no reason for me to not use that, especially since it lets me file. Like, that was a huge relief. So talking through that, I think I will use it again. And I did like it. It was real easy to use. So yeah, I think I will use that again and just plan on cutting them off and removing my nails. At least I can file with them. Anyway, so I did another color block here. I'm doing some more glitter, woo-de-woo. I'm not really doing a tutorial to this video because, these are all things I've probably explained before. My application is in real time. I have some of the bling placement in real time and some sped up. I have the filing sped up because this video is long again. And let's see, I'll jump on if I have anything else, like I say all the time, or maybe when we get to the next step. But really, I just want to get this video out to you guys so I can record Kendra's set tomorrow. We're going to remove the nails she has because she's changing her shape to stiletto. She's going longer, and we're doing candy corn. Okay, so here's where I'm going to be building that. I don't even know what it's called, or if it has a name, or if that Vanessa Nails girl, if she created this design. Definitely seen other people do it, of course, but I don't know what it's called. I guess a color block under French. I don't know, but I think it just looks so sexy. It just, I wanted to do it on all of the nails, to be honest with you, but I didn't want them to all be the same, and I didn't know if I could. Okay, so when I first did this one, I'm like, okay, is this going to come out right? And then if I do the second one, okay, here's what my thought was. No two Frenchies are exactly the same. Okay, these look pretty similar. I took the time to make sure to make them look pretty similar, but as I wore the nails for a few days, I could tell from different angles. Of course, they weren't exact. They never are. But if you put a darker color under the white and like block it out and make it this, like it would have highlighted their differences, if that makes sense. So that was my worry, was that if I did it on all the nails and then made the nail set different by doing something different beneath this design, in other words, the clear, that part of the nail that's still clear here, do a marble on one, leave falling hearts and a clear area on another, glitter on another, or whatever, but leave this part the same on like all four nails. That's what I wanted. I wanted this design on like all the nails. I just love it. But I was afraid I wasn't going to be able to make them look even, and I was afraid this was going to really, really highlight any differences. So you guys tell me what you think of this design. And again, you'll be seeing more Frenchies on my channel because I want to get to the point where I used to be, where I could put one bead where the point of the French is, the bottom of the French, and then build it up toward the cuticle. That's how I used to do Frenchies, and I used to be able to do it in like 2 beads. So I'll get back to doing that. So you're going to be seeing them on my channel. And what was the other thing I was going to say? Oh yeah, I've said this before, but these are my favorite tips. Look at the C-curve on these tips. I love them. And they're so slim. Like if you like a ballerina coffin, meaning so slim that they're almost a stiletto, these are the tips for you. I showed them in the beginning. They're the Kiara Sky C-curve coffin tips. Best I've ever. Me personally, it's my favorite shape. And then I also wanted to make mention that, I don't know. Sorry, I just got a message and got distracted on my phone. That I've been reaching out to and responding to and talking more to different girls in our nail community. Like I was speaking with Lisa over in Germany. Excuse me. And I've been building relationships with, because a lot of us in life, we just don't have time. We have kids, we have a job, we do nails, and etc. So there's so many things always going on. It's hard to even just make friends. And I got to tell you guys, I don't have friends. I have friends that I've had for my whole life, like girls I've known since grade school that I could call up any minute that would be there for me, and vice versa. And, we see each other when we think it's been too long, like, girl, I haven't seen you in ages, come over, or let's go do lunch, or, one of our kids does something cool, like gets married or whatever, that kind of friendship. But on a day-to-day, someone that I talk to or text, I just don't do that. Like, I have my own life. That's just not part of it. And it's nothing that I actually miss. Like, oh, I don't have any friends. But I have been enjoying building friendships with a lot of you guys that I've been meeting on my channel. And I just wanted to mention that, that I appreciate it. And all the girls that I have been talking to, who I mean. And I just appreciate building relationships and friendships, and I hope it continues. And that's another good thing that has come out of this channel. And my channel is, every time I look, I get new subscribers, and it's growing. And I was so thankful and excited that I got a shout out from Lucy. I've been watching her for years, and she said it's the first shout out she's ever done. I didn't know that. Although I've watched her for years, I guess I just never noticed, which, how cool is that? Yeah, so I just wanted to mention that I thought the community, I'm to reiterate and mention again, because I have said it before for sure, that I'm so appreciative of the community. I don't want to say my subscribers. You guys know what I mean. Like, just the community, the nail community, the YouTube community, and the embracing and friendship that I've been finding here. I just really appreciate it and love it. And by the way, I ran out of black gloves. So in this video, I'm wearing these ugly blue ones I had from work. So I did get a new box of black gloves. So you won't have to look at these blue ones anymore. So yeah, on this nail here, I planned on doing similar. So how I just spoke about how I like this cutout under the French, but I was afraid I couldn't make it match as far as shape and length. Well, I was going to try it anyway, but with a marble. And then beneath that, I was going to do something like I did on the other one, like a glitter spray or hearts or something like that. But I just decided after I did all this like building of it to just make the whole thing a marble, because that's when I started thinking I'm not going to be able to make it the same shape or length or whatever. So after this, I'm going to get into capping and filing, and I will talk to you guys in a minute. Okay, so for filing, I don't really have any particular method or steps I do. A lot of times I'll start with sealing the cuticles, or I'll start with my hand filing, sharpening up the free edge. And it also depends if I'm doing my own nails or if I'm doing a client, what I do first. But what I should always do first is this step, thinning out the free edge, because I notice that any other shaping that I do is a little bit null and void until I get my free edge thin, because it just won't look good until I have thinned that out. So if you guys aren't doing that to your sets, whether you have square, I would say stiletto and almond, obviously don't need that, but if you have a free edge that isn't a stiletto or an almond, well, hopefully, I don't know, I guess my stiletto and almond free edge isn't ever thick because there's really nothing under it. I don't know, that's interesting thought there. Anyway, I suggest that you guys do that. If you're not doing that, do that thing. I mean, it took me a solid year of shaping nails before I realized, oh, if I thin that out, it changes everything. So try doing that if you're not already doing it. I have my e-file on a speed of, I believe, 11, and I think I do show it to you. I loved getting this chrome, that red chrome dust brush, because I got it from Nail It Like Lucy, and Acrylic, pardon me. Everything of hers is red chrome. It's her favorite color, her branding, all of that, and a lot of her supplies and tools and things that you can buy. So I bought this dust brush a couple of purchases ago, and it literally matches my lamp and e-file so good. I love it. And it's just the right shape. The other pink one I have is like too bushy, and it holds too much dust in it. So when you take it to dust something off, you actually get dust on what you're trying to dust off, because there's still dust in there from the last time. Even when you like flick it out and try to get the dust out of it, it's too dense. So I think it picks up dust good because it's dense, but for the same reason, it holds too much dust. So anyway, I went ahead and used that one bit that I had been using to thin out the free edge, because it's nice and sharp. I think I used it a couple videos ago and let you guys know it was just easy to use, and there wasn't too much debulking to do. This nail, there was definitely debulking because I did a lot of capping with the glitter there. Let's see if there's anything else I gotta let you guys know about. Okay, so when I do the bling, I should have, I laid it out. So what I started doing was just placing them as I went, kind of a freestyle. That's how I usually do bling. I will have an idea in my head of like where I want to put it and what colors I want to use. But as far as putting it on the nail, I never lay it out first or pre-plan it. I just grab the gems, the crystals, and or caviar beads or whatever I'm using, and just start putting them where I think they'll look good. Well, this time, because I was using those larger blue stones, I also typically don't use large stones. I'll use a large charm, and I know how to do bling, but I haven't done it in so long. So this time I laid them out, and I shouldn't have laid them out on my table towel. I should have laid them out like on a palette, because they kept moving around stupidly. But anyway, it was a great big help. Here's where I'm showing you what speed it is on, I think, because I couldn't tell. I didn't know while I was filming how I would be editing and if it would be out of frame or not. So anyway, yeah, that was very helpful to lay the bling out. So I also suggest you guys do that if you're getting into doing bling. Lay it out how you're going to place it on the nail. That actually really does help. So when this video is over, I'm going to be using Drea's top coat, Dream Nail Supply top coat. I used it for swatching her products, but I hadn't used it on a set yet, and I wanted to see how it worked. So I do use that in this video, and it's gorgeous. It's great top coat. Pardon me. And I use Zulay's bling glue for the larger crystals, and I use Macart crystal gel, I think it's called, for the other gems. And I think that's it. After this, I'm going to show you guys, or what's attached is, I believe, the TikTok or Instagram post that I did of the nails, and then another shorter, like, extra video at the end that shows them glowing. I'll tell you what, no glow top coat, nothing glows like a glow acrylic. These nails were actually, like, I could have used them as a flashlight. They lit up the whole room, and the glow didn't fade at all. They were definitely still glowing a lot as of yesterday. So anyway, if you guys want some real glow nails, don't use glow top coat, use glow acrylics, because man, I think they have glow pigment you can add to any acrylic. I don't know. Except black, anything really, really pigmented, I think it leaves little specks or something. I saw someone do that because I've been trying to find glow-in-the-dark black acrylic, like I think I mentioned to you. That's what my boss is coming for. And unfortunately, her glow is going to have to be green instead of something cool like pink or purple, because all I can figure out how to make black glow is the glow gel top coat, especially since she's not getting just black anymore. She changed it and showed me a picture of a cat eye design. So we're going to be doing cat eye. So you guys haven't seen glow top coat or cat eye on my channel either. So that'll be coming up after Kendra, because it's the week after. If I can slip the ducky nails and unboxing in between Kendra and my boss and get another video out to you guys, I would love to do that. But I am scheduled to work 6 days next week. So we'll see. We'll see what goes on. But that's what's coming up. You guys, I'm going to let you go, let you watch the rest. I'm not going to jump back on. I surprisingly don't have anything to say. I've talked for almost a whole entire hour. Thank you for hanging in there with me and watching through all my long videos and all my talking. I sincerely love you guys. I love this community. I thank you guys for being here, and I thank you guys for being my friend. And don't forget to comment what design you'd want to see on duckies, because remember, I did get those really cool charms that Drea sent me. So I was kind of thinking of doing something like that, because or using those for that set, because a lot of people do duckies like that, like really pink, really girly with those charms. So anyway, I was thinking about that. So here I'm just going to show you guys the glow, and after I top coat, I'm going to wait. I do have one more thing to say. This little thing that I use for bling is the coolest thing. I got this from Nail Couture, and it has like gradient sizes, so you saw how those hearts come apart into smaller sizes. Well, it lets you pour your bling right back into whatever container it was without losing any, number one. Number two, if you shake it or tilt it a certain way, it separates the larger ones from the smaller ones. Like legit, you can shake it like you're panning for gold, basically, and it will separate out the smaller ones. It's really cool. But I've never had a pile of bling this big to sort through, so that I've had to be able to use it, which is why I've not used it or shown you guys. So again, I will let you guys go. I did want to say the one thing was that after the top coat, I do top coat before the bling, just because I hate trying to go all around all the bling and not get top coat on it. But I do shape and crisp up my edges after the top coat, after the final look before the cuticle oil. So I did manage to talk through almost all of this, and that was the finished look before bling I was just showing you guys. And again, I will talk to you next time. I'll see you guys in the next video, which will be, Kendra's coming tomorrow, but that video won't be up for several days. I'll let this one rest. Okay, bye guys. Thanks for being here. I'll talk to you later. Bye.